What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and today you're watching a magic review on the Self-Vanishing headphones by Ellusionist. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for tuning in. Please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment on any questions that you have about the product I'm reviewing or anything you'd like to see in the future. Let me know your thoughts. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss a video or a review. Don't forget to head over to Facebook and join the Chris Edwards Magic Secret Access group. That is a group that I have kind of based around this channel where I can interact with you guys on a more personal level. And I'm also going to be providing you with a more in-depth look on certain products such as Peak Wallets and other releases that I don't want to go into full detail to the public. So it's more hidden than what a layperson would be able to see. There'll be unlisted videos where I will post direct links within the group. So those unlisted videos can't be searched via anything, whether it's not visible on my channel for one to the public, and two, you won't be able to search those videos through the YouTube search engine or like Google or anything like that. So check that out, and in there I can answer questions in a lot more detail than I will on here. What are the Self-Vanishing headphones? So this is a set of AirPods that vanishes with no sleight of hand. And the AirPods end up either in some other impossible location or, best case scenario, in your ears. Now this happens in the spectator's hands, which is always good. And once they look up, or once they open this themselves, find that the AirPods have vanished, then they look up and the AirPods are in your ears. So I held off on getting this for a while. I liked the idea of it because it's a modern version of a very well-known magic trick that I'm not going to, or a magic prop that I'm not going to say because it will give away the method of this for those who don't already know it. I think for most people the method will be pretty obvious, but for lack of exposure, it's a modern version of a well-known prop. So the reason I held off on getting this is because I don't wear AirPods. I don't even own AirPods, right? So how would I do the production or transposition without a set of AirPods? Originally, I wish that they would have, or I still wish that they would send just a dummy set of AirPods that don't work, doesn't matter, but just so that you can complete the trick if you don't have your own AirPods. So my solution, before buying this, I checked online. I found a pair of AirPods. They're knockoffs. They're from AliExpress or Wish. Either one will carry them, but these are them, right? So these mimic these ones pretty good. So anyway, I bought these because I'm not going to go out and buy a $300 set of AirPods for a trick when I have other wireless earbuds that I like and already have. So anyway, I picked those up. I think they cost me $4, and they do work. Like, as far as quality goes, they're not good at all, but they're a working set of headphones and they match. So anyway, that's my solution because I don't have AirPods, and I held off because of that. So $4 and that was taken care of. What's the quality on this? It's good, but it's not great. I think it could have been better. I'll get more into that when I talk about is it worth the price. And with that, right now the price is $40, I believe. I think it's $40. At this moment, I believe they're on sale for half the price. So if this is something that interests you, now's the time to buy before they go back up in price. I would say that they are worth the price at $20. Get more into that later. So what do you get? You get your gimmick, and it comes in a nice metal tin with foam. I took the foam out because I'm not going to store them in this, and honestly I just like these tins, so I keep them. That's what you get, and then you'll get your tutorial link. The tutorial itself isn't very long. There's really not much to know on this. Just kind of go over how it works, how to use it. but it's one of those things that as soon as you know how it works, if you don't already know how it works, you learn it and you're good to go. You can perform it instantly. There's no sleight of hand, so we'll cover the difficulty here. It's very simple to use. Basically, you open this, show your AirPods, you give it to your participant, they can hold on to it, and then they can open it and they have vanished. Now, as far as difficulty goes, the hardest thing that I've found is a good reason to misdirect their eyes elsewhere so you can do the dirty work if you want to have the AirPods end up in your ears. Arts and crafts, ready to use. It's all ready to use out of the box. Angles, it's angle proof. Just depending on where you want to produce the AirPods, that will be where your angles come into play, right? Misdirection, or depending what you're using, like maybe if you use a quiver just like I did to kind of demonstrate things, then you don't have to worry about any angles. But if you are going to be producing them in your ears and you're not wearing like a hood, then you're going to have to watch how you do that. There is no setup other than depending where you want the AirPods to end up, and it's an instant reset. Can it be inspected? I have done this for a number of people. You put these in their hand, you get them to cover it or whatever you want to do, and then when they open it, they're gone, right? So they are inspecting it as it goes. I've even had people like kind of play around with it and try to figure it out, and they didn't find anything. So I think that just doing the routine, it's being inspected, right? It happens in their hands. They open it themselves. I wouldn't want them holding on to it for too long, kind of playing around, because they can find the method. It is pretty safe as far as inspection goes, but I wouldn't want them to sit here with it for too long and play around with it. But pocket space, it's small. Anybody who owns AirPods or even any kind of wireless earbuds, they all come in a case that usually charges them too. So similar to that, doesn't take up much. You just want to throw a set of AirPods in your pocket with this and you're good to go. Is it a worker? Yeah, I've used this in some of my working gigs so far, doing walk around. It's especially good. The thing I like about this is that it works with all age groups, right? This is something that kids can understand, and it's visual and interactive, so it's good for kids, it's good for teenagers, young adults. It's one of those things that's going to work. It doesn't matter, the age of your audience. So that's really nice. And then it's a normal looking object, right? A lot of people carry AirPods or earbuds, right? So it's not out of place. It's really modern. So as far as is it a worker, I'd say yes. Who would use this? Any close-up performer, street performer, casual performer. Really, it's not directed to anybody specific, and anybody can use this because there's no sleight of hand involved. So is it worth the money? At $40, I don't think it is. It is a great trick. It is a great trick, and you will get good reactions. It's not that. I think that they're probably making a 90% profit on this, if not more. It's plastic, right? It's all plastic. Even like the metal looking parts are plastic. I'm not worried about this breaking or anything like that. I think this is going to be a one-time purchase, and I don't think I'm going to have to replace it. I just don't personally feel like it's a $40 item, but that's just me. And I know that there's the argument that, well, if it gets good reactions and all of that, then it's worth the money. But, you could sell this for $300 and use that argument, and I don't think it sits well. But right now it's on sale for half the price, I believe. I definitely say it's worth it there. The other reason that I don't think that it's worth the price at $40 is because it doesn't include, even if they would have included a set that was just completely plastic, either hollow or solid, doesn't matter, whatever's cheaper, but just something that you can produce later. Because if you don't own AirPods or something that looks like that, then you got to go out and get those like I did, and not a big deal, right? I mean, it cost I think $4, so it's not that was an expense that it's going to break me. But ordering from those sites, I had to wait like 2 months to get them. So I think that they should have included a set. So finally, positives and negatives. The positives, it does look good. It's modern. And for those who are familiar with the original version of this trick or the principle behind it, I think that this is a great version. I think too, it's a working version of that other thing. So the reason I don't want to say the name is because that other object or that other prop comes with every kid's magic trick that you'll ever get. So as soon as I say that, that gives this away, but at the same time, you can't do this without buying it. So other positives, I love how it happens in their hands. Anything that happens in their hands is always going to give you a strong reaction. Negatives, the quality is good, but it's not great, and that's fine. That doesn't, I don't think that affects the trick in any way. Negatives I've already mentioned. Just throw some of these in, like fake ones. Make some fake ones just so that people can use this when they buy it if they don't have AirPods. And the price, I think they're too expensive for what it is, and I'll just come out and say it. I just think they're overpriced. That's just me. Maybe if they would have included some of these, and maybe then, but I think them being on sale at half price right now, that should be the price of these. With that, I think I've covered everything I can. If you have any questions, or I'll provide a link in the description below if you want to pick these up. You can pick them up at pretty much all dealers now. And then I will also leave a link for the earbuds that I picked up because I think they match pretty good. So, and they're cheap. So anyway, with that, we will see you at the next review.